Hover over difficulty. Enlightened. You're wicked in a cold, damp cave, your mind swirling, your memory scattered. But when memory shines crystal clear, you attempt to reach within yourself, the alcove responds. It is nearly empty, but for a dagger, a loose flint, and a compass pointing north. Beasts around you watch with idle curiosity, but they are so hungry, and they have begun to approach. Why are you playing Vivi from Final Fantasy IX, but in red? What? If you're talking about Magic the Gathering, I have a commander deck built around Vivi. What's this? This is Alchemist's Alcove. Read the parchment, use your compass, find the stone. Oh, I forgot there are monsters in the starting room. Alright, it remembers what I've done in previous playtested runs, so that's good. Alright, Fartfish, what kind of stuff should I be keeping my eyes out for? What kind of new things? This is a stick. Yes, Fartfish is the maker of this particular video game. Did they do anything with the crafting inventory system to make it less about hoarding every item in a single room for ease of access? Direct your comments to Fartfish, they're the maker! Yes and no. One of those games looks like it was made in 1990. A game with pixel graphics? Yes. Yes and no. Who was Fartfish? The developer? How much clearer can I be? More like I've made interacting with the surroundings much more seamless. Alright. I'll be the judge of that. Alright, I gotta remember how to play this game. Alt and Shift are here. Walking, flying, stone floor. Ba -ba 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 -ba. I know everything there is to know about salt. There's more to discover with my dagger. And sulfur. Let's see. Oh, I like that. Ba -ba 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 -ba. Oh, help! You don't like it when it's this dark. Murders your eyes? Are you from Bizarro Worlds? As someone that, like, dark modes everything, I would hate this game if it had a white background. I would lose my goddamn mind. Felt bad when a Monster Train 2 dev was in my chat when the DLC dropped and I was giving the DLC some shit. I think I told you I was playing a game and I was just like, this is a nightmare. Like, it had some really good artwork going on and I had some fun with some elements of it, but the UI was incomprehensible. The tutorial was split amongst like 3 different acts and didn't actually teach you the important parts of how to play the game. And I was losing my mind, like, explaining why it was frustrating. And the dev, like, popped in, "Are you having fun?" I was like, no. I'm sorry. Anyway, first thought here, you made it now, so if I click on food, not only does it show me what I can craft with it, it also brings up relevant recipes. Much better. I like that a lot. So let's make some poisonous gas. Complete your first page of the notebook. There are achievements now too, huh? It's squinty to see the meaningful pixels in the back ocean. I mean, the only meaningful pixels are your character and enemies, and then the stuff on the ground. It's like everything else here, not important. Like there are walls and empty space. But that's just to my eyes. To your eyes, like, this could be not helpful for you. In which case, I'm sorry. Hot ice. Unlit torch. We are going to want fire sources. Yeah, let's make... Man, I'm trying to remember some of my, like, these are step 1 spells that I really want. I want an unlit torch, but I also want some spells. 4 burning damage, 4 freezing damage, and a path. That seems important. Let's have some spells. Are you in a bright room? I wouldn't know what that's like. I live in dark rooms only. My parchment. We could burn that. That's actually kind of helpful. Maybe we will burn that soon. Anyway, compass. We're going this way. Take a peek inside. Kobolds right away? I don't want to fight kobolds. Although... I can obliterate, but there's 3 more of them. I'll go around. That's so many kobolds. Wait, what was that on the floor? Lapis lazuli? Here we go. Here are things that I can murder. I'm trying to decide if I want to merge my stick with my glove for long grabbies. You got 4 health. I could do 4 piercing damage. Pass a turn. Stabby. Pass a turn. Stabby. 5 health. Let's go ahead and pass 1 more turn. Poison you. And then stabby. Peek and shriek. That's how I roll. Alright, we got some meat. Alright, let's make a long glove. I'll make an unlit torch. I need to actually start a fire soon. Make a little bit more poison. 4 uses, 3 uses. Would you ever consider letting people stack spells and just have the uses go up? That might be helpful for conserving space and yields. Overlay. Come here. Stabby. Stabby. And you are piercing resistant, but we can punch you. I don't have any punchies available yet. Oh yeah, flint. Alright, we can start making fire. Stab. Stab. Never. Aw. Let's see. If I want to make fire, I need some other things. But pixie dust is nice. Fairy light beacon. Causes a room to glow on the map when placed down. Wait, a map. We have to look at the map again. See if that's changed. Twilight flame. Frost flame. It's so cold it burns. Hot ice is a very nice damaging spell, but I might want to make some hot ice. Or not. 14-inch laptop screen. Full screen minus the chat window. Not hard to see per se, but long time watching tends to be a bit of a pain in the eye. I know everything there is to know about salt. Salt a little meat. Let's pixie dust my shoes for a blink, I think. Cut up the coin. Guess I could just eat these. Now I got some puke. I'm looking for spark powder to make fire, huh? 1 burning damage. A rock. Alright. I need to start putting some stuff on the floor just so I can work here. Oh wait, I can make copper sulfate. Mixy. Mixy. I have spark. And then with a little green goo. Electrified goop. Damn it, I already got rid of my stick. No, I have another stick. Perfect. One is sparking. That's what we like. Let's replace my extendo grip there. You know what? Might just drop that on the floor. Most traditional roguelikes go for more abstract than I've gone with. Yeah, we were playing Door in the Woods, which is literally just ASCII, like letters on the screen. But it has a really neat 3D vibe going on. Mix you together. More copper sulfate. Remind me, what's the drop things on the ground button? Ba, 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 ba. Let's also take a peek ahead here. Bats. And there's the cobalt room I was looking to avoid. Up. Ba, 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 ba. With thy torch, burn away the dark. Maybe I'll get a little more vomit in my life. Eat a mushroom. Open the pause menu. Oh ho ho. Swap items inventory and expand unit descriptions. Craft. Right shift. Cursor hotkey. Alright, you might need to add the drop button on the, Look, we're already helping! We're doing it! Backspace. Boop. Nope, not backspace. Not minus. How about delete? Not delete either. I know one way to make a little room. Yep. Oh, I got one more use. Stab you. No, stab you. Hi, sir. Alright, a lot of meat and stuff on the floor. A new stick. Gotta have it selected. Okay. Now backspace. There we go. I was just hovering over. Puke and bone makes diminution powder. Let's leave you here. And what are you? Salt? Meat, salt, sulfur. Zinc sulfide. Let's drop you. Drop you. It's Rift Wizard's adorable little brother. Still going north. Put you up there. Let's drop my little hand guy. An unlit wool torch. Why can't I use flint to light my unlit torch? Come on! Alright, if we want fire with a flint, we need some spark powder. Or arsonist iron. Isn't traditionally flint and stone? I mean, I do have a rock over here. But alas... they don't go together. I could make a club, though. Primordial ice, lapis lazuli gets me ultramarine pigment. Maybe I'll make a club. Three smashing damage. Flint with dagger would make sparks. Club, dagger, put Blake over here. Infinite fire like that would break the game. Alright. Need some poopy. Even fire right at the start. That's fair. Some salt. Just gonna leave a trail of stuff behind me. Pew pew. Have a good night, Ash. Stab you. There we go. Some poop. What's going on, Steak? Alright, with the addition of poop, we should be fire ready. There we go. Oh, I made a fireball. Son of a bitch. I imagine we're still going north. Go. Do your BRBs. Alright. Shoot you. Club you. Club you. Let them fight. Makes life easier for me. Alright, we're in range for him. I don't want to take any damage, though. They're resistant to burning. Are they weak to anything? No. So I will use one of my better spells here. And just erase you. There we go, problem solved. What are we gonna get around, Ash? Poopies. Make a poison shot. If I take the boots and put them on the ground, doesn't change my ability to move. And I've already made a blink. Only 3 uses, but we'll hold on to it. We'll leave this room as a nice meat room for later. Flame. Alright, we gotta find spark powder. Spark powder is important. Torch plus stick makes torch and flame. Plop that on the ground for now. Still north? Still north. Resistant to shock doesn't impact my choices. Poison, yep. Dash away a little bit. Do another wave of poison. Stab. Clobber. Stab. Clobber. Stab. More pixie dust. It is hard to start a fire today. Pixie dust and flint. Keeps the flint, makes me a twinkling flame. Leave all the other stuff on the floor for later. Skeletons. Oh, what? No one's gonna be fighting amongst each other? How healthy are the skeletons? That's pretty healthy. 5 health, I'm at 17. Stab, stab. Make the skeleton go away. 1 use left. Try and go for max value here. And that leaves me with a whole pile of ash. What's going on, Alchemist? Much more to discover with bone. Crystalline solution. For now we'll leave bone on the ground. Where am I going, compass? North? Some crowded rooms. I need to find fire. Like, we're down 10 hit points. We need to figure out where some spark powder is hiding. Not here. How about a bestiary? Like, we have our notebook, tells us what combinations of things make stuff. Having a bestiary in the notebook for these things often drop from these mobs might be a good idea. If the game is going to be largely about finding and utilizing all the bits and pieces, having a way for the player to kind of plan around, like, I need X, I need to go hunt down Y. Might be a nice addition. Let's just scarf down some mushrooms for now. Because I'm struggling to remember where I got spark powder. Diamond. All right. Come on, we screw up. All right, Diamond, what have I done with you in the past? We can make our dagger into a better dagger. We can make coal. A bestiary would be good. Should be able to check in your notebook. There, carbide dagger. When you say I should be able to check my notebook, like right now, or as in a bestiary that you can check in your notebook would be a good idea? Ba-ba-da-ba-da. We're back! ID spark powder. Yeah, I gotta find spark powder. Doo-doo. I'm gonna club you. Like, for the time being, I'm just gonna leave a trail of puke behind me. Oh, no, not the bestiary. Ah. I meant you should be able to check it for spark powder, yeah. Like, I'm more saying, I want to be able to look up, like, spark powder. What creature is likely to have spark powder? Because I remember spark powder. I know spark powder is going to be very important for making fire. But for the life of me, I cannot remember where spark powder lives. All alone, huh? Salt. Blech. Yeah, we'll grab some lapis lazuli, why not? Actually, do I want to deal with all these kobolds? None of them do. It's something you craft. Well, damn. Hold on. Spark powder. We make spark powder from sulfur and ash. Oh! I remember now. One of these rooms has plenty of ash in it. Here we go. Doo-doo. Yes. With this, I'm unstoppable. Fire! Ah, cooked meat. Delicious. Grab you. Season you. Little salt. Little meat. Well, despite my forgetting that it is a thing we craft, it's still a good idea. Season my meat. Season my meat. I'm gonna make a little stockpile of seasoned, ready to cook meat here. Season your meat off stream. You're busy now. Never too busy for seasoned meat. Never. It is still a bit on the cumbersome side, though, having to collect things and kind of pick a room to go back to and drop them on the floor. Sulfur and sulfur. Actually, maybe we'll just combine our sulfurs now. Into a spark powder. Into another spark powder. I'll take one with me. Leave one here. In almost every game that has made the choice, I prefer convenience over realism. Generally speaking, yeah. I don't care if I have a bag of holding up that has my horse bed and supplies in it. Like, step one in every video game I play is there carry capacity? Can we turn it off? And in every Dungeons & Dragons game I've ever played in, it's like, yeah, as long as you're not trying to carry a house, we're gonna ignore weight limits. If you're an archer, you have arrows. Ba, 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 ba. We have egg. It is sticky and raw. Have I never cooked an egg? All right, hold on now. There are always exceptions. Caves to cut because of the way the stats work. It doesn't bother me too much. Yeah, the water juggle. Like, that's part of the experience. Is you're dealing with the fact that your currency has a weight to it. And so you often are opting for... It's like, I'd rather not carry, We've made cooked egg! This is the healing room. Lots of trade goods, yeah, like you have to opt for, do you want to carry actual water? No, you want to find something that is light and valuable, and then stockpile water somewhere else. I really like Caves of Cud. Everyone knows how much I fucking love Caves of Cud. But if I have one thing about Caves of Cud that I'm a little disappointed by, is I feel like Water Barons have never been a proper faction. And there is so much to explore there with, like, how the economy of that game is set up. It'd be really neat to actually have to deal with it. Oh yeah, Firefish, are there plans for, like, crafting in larger inventories or bags of holding? Things to mitigate the carry and drop experience? The faction that dislikes you as you get more water, yeah. I'm gonna be serious. I'm very curious to see where we go. You got something important? Oh, don't worry about it, of course. But now I can't ask any of my questions. Go deal with what you gotta deal with. I'm kind of hoping like one of the DLC, because we know we're getting multiple DLC in the future. I would love to see one that like really gets into the Water Baron experience. Alright, skeletons, necrotic resistance. We don't have a lot of magic. You have to find that out on your own, wink wink. Nuh-uh, I'm playtesting, I get special privileges. Alright, you're gonna enter my zone first. Sorry. You don't sound sorry. Alright, fireball. Let's pew pew you. Pew pew you. Because you're down to 3? Perfect. Alright, skeletons are where we find Ash. That is important to know. And where am I going? North. Scourge Lion Scout. Huge range. I'm hoping you are not friendly factions. They seem friendly enough. I kind of want a better damage dealing spell. With a Frost Flame, we can do 12 cold damage, huh? Frost Flame requires Pixie Dust and Hot Ice. Oopies. Ooh, crowded room. I mean, I got a lot of healing on the ground. We could kind of just tank with crappy spells for a little while. We could always run away if we need to. Oh crap, am I poisoned? Ow. Ow. Okay. I can make soap bubble shields. That's not what I want, though. Where'd I leave all my good stuff? Copper coin. If I'm out of sulfur, I'm gonna be very annoyed. God damn it. Gotta be kidding me. No, no, sulfur here. My one sulfur. And your goop, get out of here. That's not what I'm talking about. Alright, make me a fire. Make me a fire. Make me a lit torch. That just speeds things up, because now we can use a lit torch to make a fire. Fire. Cook the meat. Fire. Cook the meat. An already cooked egg. Eat it. Eat it. Eat it. Ba, 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 da, ba. Fatty meat, seasoned meat. Eat it. A vengeance. Make me more fire. Make me more fire. Make me a spell. 6 burning damage, much better. With this, I can start doing some damage. All right, bud. Scourgeling chitin. With a vial of blood, we can make gurgling precursor. With salty water, we can make crystalline solution. And with salt, we can make healing fumes. Healing fumes is a pretty handy spell. But we are kind of making a kitchen downstairs. Ugh. So many skeletons. One more. Five hit points. Woof. And where did you want me to go? To the right. Once again, pixies are something I don't know how to fight yet. Ooh. Necromantic essence. There's the good stuff in that room. Alright, torch. Make me fire. Fire. Make me meat. Meat. Heal me. Goop. What can I do with vomit again? You discovered everything there is to know about vomit. Diminution powder. Just leave it here. This is turning into the vomit room. Rock, rock, vomit. Yum, yum. And zinc sulfate. Yeah, just come with me, meat. Leave the vomit behind. We don't want it. Oh crap, I'm out of salt, aren't I? Leaving piles of food. Sorry, fire on the floor. There we go, eat it. Eat that. With poop, I could do a fireball. Let's do it. That's useful to have. Make another flamethrower. Is that salt? Excellent. 3 uses. And there's other spells we could find with this spell. Heals for 1, so a total of 3 health we can get out of this spell. I'm gonna leave this here. We can get a lot better value out of just cooking food. Which we can do right now. Yum, yum. Let them fight. Five health. We can flamethrower, but I can't quite reach where I want to reach. Alright, that's you out of the picture. Hit you. What do I have? 2 blinks left. Like, I've started the fight, I might as well finish the fight. Fireball. I believe that's the next room we need to go to. Yeah. But I think I want to approach it from over here. Crispy bones. Yeah. Hmm. 7 health. You do 7. Feels like a waste when they're not next to each other, but... Boop, boop. Oh, right. This was the next room. Whoopsies. Is that a gold coin? I don't think these guys fight, which is kind of a bummer. But luring them over here is not bad for me. That worked out. That worked out quite well. Okay, I have an egg. Let's hammer it open. Drop it on the floor. Necromantic essence. Heals for 6. You've discovered everything there is to know. It's just a heal. Gold coin. Force bolts with a gold coin makes us a Jim's force bolts, which I would very much like to have. Force bolt is mysterious powder and flint. Mysterious powder is spark powder and pixie dust. Well, I have pixie dust. Let's go make some spark powder. And by let's go make some spark powder, I mean, let's click on that. Then click on that. Then click on that. Then click on that. And then click on that. 14 smashing damage. Smashing! That means the next room's going to have, I assume, some scary wizards. There they are. Looking scary as usual. Force bolt that man into the ground. Force bolt that man into the ground. What's going on, lady? 2 uses. Happy Family Day! Family Day. I don't think I'm familiar with Family Day. Noxious fumes. How long was I muted? Was I answering the President's Day? Like, oh yeah, today is President's Day, you're right. I forgot about that. Kind of would hold on to necromantic essence. Necrotic flames. Morphling, thank you very much for that resubscription. How you doing, Morphling? So this is everything we can make with necrotic powder. Hold on, I gotta pee. BRB. What I need is some kind of like spell duplicator. That would really help out. Because we have a really good spell, but we don't have a lot of means to make the really good spell. Anytime we find gold coins, we are going to hoard them. Incomplete phylactery. Crack it open and bear witness. Alright, we crack it open, we have a philosophical compound. So, diminution powder, and that makes us a essential quicksilver and sulfur. Prima materia with flint makes a philosopher's fragment. Necrotic powder. Ba 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 ba. Hmm. I can make noxious fumes, 3 uses, or necrotic flames. 4 necrotic, 4 burning, within a 2-tile radius, 5 tiles away. That's a pretty good one. I feel like this is the spell we're going to be using this powder for. So let us make a flame. There we go. More necrotic powder. Running out of room. There we go. All right, we can make salt out of bones. Spark powder and flint makes me a little fire. Mix and match these two. More necrotic flame. Okay. And obviously, our next destination is through the looking glass here. But before we go there, I have a heal for 6, which will bring me up to 20. It'd be nice to eat a couple of things before we leave. Yum yum. Yum yum. Yum yum. Don't take that with me. Copper coin, much less exciting than a gold coin, so let's just leave that on the floor. Unless it says there's something else I could discover. There is more to discover with a copper coin. Ba-da-ba. I will just leave it here. We could always come back. That is indeed the evergreen issue with this game. I like it quite a bit, but it is annoying having to go around and try to remember where I left a bunch of garbage. Leave my copper coin here. Here's where I left a bunch of my fatty meat. What I need is sulfur, though. There we go. Sulfur. Boop. That's a little fire. Yum yum, there we go. That's probably good enough for me. I left my healing fumes there. Way at the top of the map, huh? Alright, I think one thing I want is to kind of set a room aside. And this room might be the one for it. Way at the top of the mini-map. Easy to remember. Let's drop the fragment. Keep the healing. Poisonous gas. Poison shot. You know what? Put a bunch of stuff that I'm going to be using down over here. Like, damn it. Drop the frag, throw the grenade. What's going on, Zulu? Okay. I want to come back with a bunch of things that I'm curious about mixing together. So, stuff that I do not know all the uses for. Vomit. You discovered all there is to know about vomit. I care not for vomit, then. Rock. There's more to discover about rock. Let's take rock with us. Copper coin, we know there's more. We'll take that with us. There's more to discover about my dumb glove. More to discover about that. There's a creepy ghost child behind you. Oh, oh. I don't have it set up anymore, but at one point I did put together like a ghost thing when I first started the green screen to mess with people. And I'm sad that that's not currently turned on. I could have tried to actually... I could have messed with you a little bit there. Alas. Alright, we want ash. Boots are done. Apparently there's more to find out about meat. More to discover about this spell. More to discover about you and you. Alright, let's bring this to our special room. This is the experimentorium. Drop rock. Drop a copper coin. Extendo grip. Copper sulfate. Ash. Meat. Healing fumes. Goop. Sulfur. This shall be our experimentorium. Grab all of our good spells, head into the portal. Enter the Frost Cavern, which is funny enough just down here. A tent, friend of the Alchemist, construct. Left shift for more information. It's comprised of stuff. So if I smash that open... Oh, scrawled parchment. Beware, traveler, the Fae hunt for you within the mountains. There's no iron there that will save you. No salt. Only death. Stay safe within these caverns. Follow your compass. Freedom awaits at the altar. So I do believe we can smash the tent. And discover inside meat jerky. Which, if we look at meat jerky, seasoned meat plus salt. So if we double salt meat, we get jerky, and it heals for 4. And if I eat that, that's basically full health. Let's just eat that now. Compass, where am I going? To the right? What's up first? Again, I do not know how to fight pixies. I don't know how to make sacred magic yet. Once we discover sacred magic, we'll be alright. I'll leave some fire in this room. There are tons of things you could do with meat. You can eat it, sear it, cook it, boil it, beat it, a little sus, and season it. I'm gonna do most of those things soon. I got some pork chops. I'm gonna beat them. I'm gonna season them. Technically, I can't say I'm gonna boil them, but I'm thinking about sous videing them for a reverse sear. But more likely than not, I'm gonna make some katsudon with them. Fry them up real good. If you're not prepared, turn back now and return when you're ready. The caves ahead are not kind, traveler. Ooh, that got me pixie dust as well? Cook that meat. Drop that meat. Cook that meat. Drop that meat. Grab the pixie dust, see where the game wants me to go. I'm kind of curious what happens if I go through this portal, though. Oh, where am I in the minimap? Huh. I'm through this door. Oh, I'm guessing it's just anywhere along the top of the map and bottom of the map will have that kind of door. That makes sense. All right, Pixie Dust. First step is there anything new we can make with you? No. No, there is not. Leave the pixie dust here. Marinade? Nice, that sounds super good. Hell yeah. I'm thinking about doing katsudon or maybe katsu curry. So just like season it up, marinate it, and then bread it and fry it. And then serve that on top of some delicious sticky rice with curry. North. Huh, another empty room. You call this a fight? Pathetic. And he dropped lapis lazuli. We know everything there is to know about lapis lazuli. I could smash it with a rock and make ultramarine pigment. And we also know that we can make dye out of it. Which we mix with egg, which I think I left behind somewhere. Oh, hell, diamond, though? Love meat, just made a lamb roast. Ooh, tell me about your lamb roast. All right, nothing new in the room that we could do with... Oh, wait a second, there is something new we could do with diamonds. You can mix it with twinkling flame. I mean, we have to do anything new is kind of priority, so let's do it. Refracted fairy lights. The pink light nearly blinds you as your gaze falls upon it. It twinkles in laughter. Summon one twinkling reflection unit on target tile. Everything turns into ash and bone. Alright, this is like an end point for that. Where'd I leave egg? I know I had egg somewhere. Fatty meat, toadstool, boots. No, egg's in that room. I might just go down and get that egg. Scourge, chitin, we definitely want to have in ye old inventory. Even though we know everything there is to know about it, some of the things we can make with it, I still need to learn about. Ash, bone, bone, egg. Poopies. No, not poopies. We'll just mix it here. There we go. Paint. You've discovered everything there is to know about paint. Wand of Sparking. I can make the Taika Suva. You have angered the gods. 2 shocking damage on target. Really? That's everything about paint, huh? I mean, let's do it. Let's make our fun Noida reference. God, the range is so much better, though. Alright, that was worth the walk. Alright, inventorium. Let's leave this behind. And back to our adventure. Blue wand better than normal wand. This is a direct reference to Noida, this wand. Its ID is even Mina. Wand _ Mina. Very good. But the range is phenomenal now. We can hit things across the map with it. Had it with brioche buns, the mop with the sauce. Seasoned with cumin, oregano, coriander, garlic, low roasted for 5 hours on a bed of carrots, parsnips with sherry and broth. That sounds great. Yeah, and the anger of the gods part. That sounds fantastic, lady. I took a step forward like a dumbass. I didn't want to do that. What's your attack range? Okay, what do we got on the ground here? Water. Primordial ice. There's a lot to discover with water. Lapis lazuli, we're done. Like, we've gone the full length of lapis lazuli. I still think, and this is a suggestion I think I've made before, but I think a big one that would help me a lot would be having 2 inventories. Like, having a bag for component parts or equipment. Because, like, you want to hold on to spells. But there's also so much you need to be picking up to craft with. Oh, my wand is definitely a terminal here. Like, it's at the end of its discoverability. Studied the blade of lapis lazuli. My blade was forged. Vial of blood, there's more to discover. Because I'm about to make, like, just too many trips. But you know what? What I'll do is I'll condense it down to 1 trip by putting some of the spells I'm going to be casting later on. On ye old floor here. Yeah, we have a stash room. That we have going on right now.